Hello people, my name is Rage, and I actually do these hand movements legitimately in every video that I do. You don't see it normally, because there's normally not a deliciously amazing face camera. Don't take, well, we'll cut that out. Well, I have a feeling that there's going to be a gif of me going, by the end of the day. It does things to me being able to see myself. I can't help it, okay? But yes, welcome back to Don't Question It, where we ironically question it. I bet you thought the series was going away again. No, it's just best to leave this every couple weeks, let some good questions build up, and then just go for it. I'm just gonna start now before I embarrass myself further. First question! Hi Rage, I know that you recently just finished uni and I'm starting college in the fall, aiming for a degree in criminal justice. That's pretty cool, man. I hope you end up telling criminals to swear to me, because that's all I thought of when I read that. And yeah, anyways, I'm a little nervous about going since I'll be living on campus, even though I don't know what this is. I don't know why I keep doing this while reading. Don't worry about it. Even though I'll still be close to home, it's because my hands are normally on a keyboard and mouse, I think, and when they're free, they just roam and do whatever they need to do. Don't gift that either, please, actually. If you want to add any helpful information on what life is like, or is there ways to enjoy it to the maximum? Well, sincerely, Jada Heron, aka Dr. Big Bird. Biggest bird. Is it Big Bird? It is Big Bird. I know what I'm doing. There isn't any one-stop advice for just have fun, this is how. The best general advice, honestly, and this is going to sound so cliche, but just, I'm going to tell you to enjoy it, mainly because you can. For the first time in your life, only you will be responsible for you. And that feels kind of scary, but it's actually one of the most liberating and maturing experiences you can undergo as a human being. Once you leave the nest, as it were, and move out and get your own place where the only person who's going to look after you, do stuff for you, and get stuff done for you is you. And that is really cool. It's just, what my best advice, right, is focus on this philosophy. From now on, when you think, can I do this? The answer is always, yeah, I can! And no one's going to tell me not to, as long as you're not doing stuff that's illegal. Don't take it to its extreme, but just the ability to be able to do that is really sweet. And then the general advice I would give you is maintain a work ethic. It is so easy to fall into a sort of lull where you're like, I'll skip this lecture, I'll skip this class, I can look up the notes online, I'll leave it till the last weekend before a deadline. Don't do that. Don't do the minimum. Do things efficiently, do things when you get them. It feels so much better to finish some work and know for the next 5 days you can enjoy yourself guilt-free. It's beautiful. I spent my entire uni always under deadlines and pressure because I would leave things a little bit too late. I got better as time progressed, but in the first and second year especially, the third year was okay, I used to constantly be like, oh, I've got a deadline, I'm playing this game and I feel so bad about it because I should be doing work. And you don't want that feeling. That feeling is awful. So just do stuff, okay? Get work done, and then just enjoy yourself. Whatever you want to do, just go do it because you can, and that is cool. So, I realise it wasn't that much specific stuff, but the two main things, do whatever the hell you want because you can, and two, have and maintain a good work ethic. And don't skip things. Just don't skip things. Oh, and a final bonus tip, don't order more than 2 takeaways a week, okay? You think right now, I'm not going to do that, but no, just wait, you'll fall into the syndrome where you like, oh, I don't want to put something in the oven, I'm so exhausted, I'll just get another Chinese. No, okay, maintain some semblance of eating well, because I have failed hard on that front. If I can't open it and put it in an oven, then I ain't eating it, okay? So don't let yourself falling into a terrible food habit as well. And yeah, apart from that, it seems scary, but it's going to be a blast. You're going to enjoy it if you enjoy the work. You'll meet cool people who are similar-minded. You'll make good friends, and you'll just generally have fun. It's a fantastic experience. You'll grow as a person, and I just would recommend it to anyone. It's great. And talking of uni, I got my results of my 3 years today because I have finished, and I got a first degree, which, if you don't know the system, is the best I could possibly get, and I am so happy. I did a little, like, around my room when I found out. I'm so happy. I cannot wait for graduation. And they're like, Rage. Obviously, they'll say my real name, but Rage, first degree. And I'm like, yeah, first degree, guys. You hear that? Probably everyone's going to hate me, but fuck them. Don't take that. I realised what. Fuck's sake. Alright, next question. That took a lot longer than I expected. Okay. Hey Rage, what is it like knowing so many people by online aliases, such as viewers and other people you meet through games and YouTube, like me, the Beastie Hedgehog? Who do you think I am outside of Minecraft and Portal? Well, Beastie Hedgehog, I know that you are most certainly a sentient hedgehog who is half a beast, so you're probably like a werewolf, but hedgehog. And when it's a full moon, you turn into a hedgehog. You go on a rampage, and by a rampage, you just walk around a garden, and then people are like, oh, it's a hedgehog, come look at the hedgehog, and then everyone's like, have a look at the hedgehog. You know what hedgehogs do, so that's what you clearly are. But no, to answer your question seriously, I think it's really cool. I like knowing people by their aliases. Hell, I call my best friend Hollow instead of his actual freaking name. Does that not tell you something about how I interpret aliases? The first name that I know someone is called tends to stick with me. It's why I call Evans Evans, it's why I call Fluke Fluke, and it's why I call Jake Jake, because I don't call him his alias. I call Gooby Gooby, but everyone likes calling Gooby Gooby, because Gooby Gooby, and Duke. So even in real life, I call people aliases, because that's just how my brain works. I call people the first name that I learn that they are, and that just kind of sinks. But no, I absolutely love it. I recognize so many names in the comments on Twitter and Facebook. I'm like, oh, it's you! I like your comments, you're good! I'm like, oh, it's you, you are a dickhead. No, I'm kidding, there's only, like, 2 of them. And if you're watching one of those 2, fuck you. But yeah, it's really cool, and there's another question to do with this a little bit later on, so I'm going to leave this for now, but TLDR, I really like it. Next up, we have, what series have officially ended? Forced Reviews? Drake. Well, Drake, Forced Reviews has not officially ended. It's just, we honestly, believe me, it's not ended. We still plan on doing it. We just need Fluke to finish his current 8-week work thing, because he finally got a job. Evans hates us, so he doesn't really do stuff with us, the bastard. No, but he's also really busy. I couldn't do it for ages because of uni, but now I can. Hollow technically can. It's just finding a moment in time where all 4 of us have a week where we don't really have much going on, and we can be like, let's get Forced Reviews done, yeah! And that takes a while, because organising 4 people is difficult. And then the series that have officially ended, honestly, I wouldn't say really anything, okay, because even Portal 2 co-op with Hollow has the potential to come back. Something like maybe my Sniper Elite playthrough, that can be considered over. My Dead Space, maybe Outlast. Playthroughs of games that are over about a year old, that were new when I started playing them. If I stopped, then that's probably over. But that's really the only candidate. Everything else can come back. I just work on a weird schedule, so don't lose hope if there's something. In fact, if there's something you'd particularly like to come back, let me know in the comments, because of course I read them all. Next up, we have Hi Rage, lovely videos and all you do. Thank you. Keep up the fantastic work. You helped me through my exams, GCSEs anyway. My question, how do you get inspiration for new series? After so many videos, does your idea get stale and become retired? Is that why my strive criminal child and positive criminal so long? Because there's something new every time. I'm so bad at reading. Are you happy with Maps over at the moment? Do you attribute it partly to your channel's growth? Well, I come up with ideas mainly while going to sleep. It's similar with a lot of people. I'm lying there thinking. And the thing about a YouTuber, you've got to remember, guys, is it's not just the video. You see 2 20-minute videos in a day and think, I've spent an hour doing that, that's me done, go play stuff. No, I never ever stop working. I am always looking, always thinking, always seeing new games, thinking of ideas, coming up with new things. I never ever stop working at any point, at least in my brain, okay? I am constantly doing things towards my channel behind the scenes that you never know about, because you have to be. You have to keep up with the cutting edge, you have to come up with new stuff, you cannot let your content grow old and stale, you have to keep going and thinking and innovating to be successful, and I think I've been okay with that so far. I've done pretty good, especially stuff like Quick Build, but generally, I am happy with how my channel has gone, and I always am thinking of new things, and a lot of inspiration inspiration does happen as I'm going to sleep. I end up getting up, turning my computer on, writing notes down, and then going back to sleep and doing it in the morning. And occasionally I get surges of, this is a cool idea, I'm gonna make this now. My top 10 E3 video. I woke up and I was like, I'm gonna do an E3 video. So I spent all day collecting footage, coming up with lists, learning about all the games, writing them down. I had a list of about 40 games, going through them, editing everything, putting it together, and then releasing it the same day. It took about 7 hours from when I got up that video. And I often have flashes of work, inspiration like that. So hopefully that adequately answers that first question. And normally I retire a series when I see a decline. The views the first episode gets, once it gets to half that consistently, then I think, depending on the series, it's time to let it go. So, for example, Portal is up to 80 odd episodes, but it still gets 10-12k views on average an episode, so why would I ever stop? Clearly there is a core amount of people who love that series. I'll continue doing it until, I would say, maybe it gets under 5k views an episode. That's when Portal would probably stop, because at the end of the day, guys, while I love doing this, and I do so many series that I should not do economically viably, okay? A lot of YouTubers only do stuff that gets lots of good views. The Minecrafters, just Minecraft back to back to back. People ask me why I don't just do loads of Minecraft content because it gets the most views. I'm like, because I don't want to. I love making videos that I want to watch and that you guys want to watch. That's what makes me happy. This mutual, making each other have fun, like, relationship, that sounds weird, that we're all entered into. So why I did Half-Life. Half-Life got 3-4k views an episode, which by a lot of people's standards is terrible for a channel on my side, but I don't care. I don't care that it's technically, if I'm only thinking of money and efficiency, it's a waste of my time making Half-Life. Hell no! I finished that series because there was 4,000 people who tuned into every single episode and loved it, and by God, I'm not gonna bail out on them halfway through the series, and I'm gonna complete it because I was having fun, they were having fun, so I'm gonna do it. Why would I want to make Minecraft every single day when I would just burn out? I enjoy the amount of Minecraft that I do, and I don't want to end up not liking that game. So that's I don't know if I went a little bit tangent-y on that point, but that's how I feel about that. I'd like to do series that have good core people that love them. Like Portal technically isn't crazy popular, but I love that I recognize the people in the comments, as the earlier question. I love that I have regular submitters. I love the interaction with you guys, the voting, you guys making chambers. It makes me happy, it makes you guys happy, and I will do that series for as long as I can. Same with a lot of things, honestly. The only time I ever stop a series is if it completely bombs that no one cares, because then why would anyone care if I stopped it? Or if I personally have stopped liking the game, because you cannot make a good video on a game you don't like without forcing it, and forcing it is very obvious. Apart from that, I will finish series because people like watching them. Why should I be like, yeah, I could do Minecraft, get 20k views an episode, fuck the people who watched Octodad for the 8-10k that liked it. They don't get it. I don't care about them. I don't care that they like that series. I'm going to make Minecraft and get 20k an episode. No, I'm going to do what I want to do, what makes me happy and what makes you guys happy. So there we go. I hope I didn't go in too many circles, but that's how I operate in terms of series getting old, etc, etc. And obviously it does help in a very long series like Quick Build, the fact that each episode is technically new and different and fresh, because obviously the topics and builds change and things like that. And then, am I happy with how Mapstrap is at the moment? Yeah, I'm fairly happy. I did honestly prefer Challenge to Challenged. I understand why it was necessary and why Hollow wanted to do that, because we were getting very bad challenge maps and it was becoming a little bit, let's just try and get through this. So I do understand that, and I do like it. And do I attribute it? Yeah, honestly, Mapstrav is one of the funnest episodes to record. Don't let me paint a picture of badness. I do really enjoy it. It's really good fun, especially competitives. We have a blast recording that. We're in a call a lot longer than it takes to actually record it. We just enjoy it. It's really good fun. I'm really happy that that series was created. And then, do you attribute partly to your channel growth? I suppose so. I mean, I had a very big Minecraft following before I came up with it, which is why it did so instantly really well, but I am positive it did attract a new crowd, and I see again a lot of recurring names in the comments on that. A lot of people love it, and I love doing it, and Mapstrav is in a really good place. It mainly is attributed to Hollow's channel growth. We initially came up with that series as kickstart Hollow's channel when he was like, let's do a series to help me grow, because he started a new channel from his old channel to get a proper head start on YouTube, to start doing it professionally. So obviously I was helping him with that, because he's helped me more times than I can count, especially in the early days. So I came up with the Minecraft show, the whole Mapstravaganza thing. We had ideas. I came up with the name because I am name man. So yeah, originally Mapstravaganza was created as a way of doing a show that is on both channels to help Hollow grow, and then it grew into its own thing that everybody loves, and now it's one of both of our main series, and it's really fun to do. So yeah, I hope that covers everything you'd want to know about Mapstravaganza. One of the funniest Minecraft experiences, I really do. I just love it because of all the maps being different every week. It's just such a pleasure to see what people have built for us, to what they've put time into, and we can actually enjoy it. It is really, really cool. Okay, bloody hell. Next question. Hey Rage, greetings from Florida. First of all, I want to say your videos always bring a smile to my face, so thank you. Now to the questions. What is your favourite thing about your fan base? Now this is what I was saying, there's going to be a follow-up later on. The favourite thing about my fan base is the interaction. I love learning about you guys' personalities, learning how you work, the things that I'm going to expect from you, the tropes in the comments, the things you call me out on, the long intro stuff, no matter how much it annoys me. It's still nice that I have these back and forth things, these things you expect that we can have fun with. I just love the interaction and learning about you all, because you're all human beings with personalities, things that make you tick, little fun little things that make you weird. You're not just a mass of numbers, you're all people, and I love learning about each individual person that I can. I have like 500 quick build contestants on Skype. I don't remove them. Every now and then they send me a message of something they've done or something they think's funny, and if it isn't just a retarded message or an insult, I'm like, ha, yes, you, and it's nice. I recognize people from years ago that were on quick build. I have met so many people, not just people like Evans or Gooby that have become main staples of the crew, just loads of people that I recognize their names, I know some of their personalities. Defaria, Hissy the Snake, I know how they work, I think they're really funny together, I know a fair amount about them. Does that sound creepy? But there's loads of people like that. I love learning about as many individuals in my fan base as possible. So many names on Twitter that I recognize, so many artists that do stuff. I love the interaction, and I love seeing you all as individual human beings come together in mutual appreciation of what I do, which in turn I appreciate, than as 10,000 people who make my number go up so I can do the YouTubes. And yeah, it might sound a bit cliche, but genuinely, my favourite thing about my fan base is interacting with you all on a human level, because you are all just people, you're not just numbers, and so many YouTubers seem to just forget that no matter what happens. It bugs me, it really does. But yes, I know so many of you by your YouTube names, by your Skype names, by Twitter, Facebook. It's really ridiculous, and I absolutely love it. I really, really do. So, there you go. Out of all the series you do? Scenes! Yes. Which one is your favourite one to record? Huh. That's quite a question, actually. Because a lot of series require a lot of editing that are fun, not as fun to record, but fun to edit. Like, for example, the top 10 E3 games. That wasn't that much fun to put to record. Although I did enjoy talking about the games, but that's just me talking to my audio program. But the actual editing of that was really fun, and I enjoyed it, doing cool things I've not done before. But in terms of actual recording, Mapstrav is up there, probably Quick Build. Portal is quite fun to record when I'm not stuck on a chamber. Any playthrough, Let's Play, is really genuinely fun, because I can just jump in, start playing, and just be like, because I don't have to be serious. The hardest things to record are Worth the Prices and Worth the Downloads, because I have to be serious, critical, actually analyze stuff. And they're the most satisfying, though. I get the most proud from those videos. It's a hard question to answer, honestly. There's nothing I'm really like, oh, I don't want to record this. I love recording everything. Because if there was a thing I was like, oh, I don't want to record this, I just wouldn't do it. So, there you go. What did you want to be when you were growing up? I can only ever remember wanting to be a part of the games industry, so I'm going to have to say that. And for some reason, if you don't know me yet, my age, I'm 21. Okay, good. There we go, Satar. Next up, based off the depression question asked, I assume you're an atheist. Is this true? Yes, I am an atheist for many reasons. I'm not going to get into it. You can watch some old adult questions there if you want in-depth opinions on me to do with religion. It's not a thing that's happening right now, but yes, I'm an atheist. Can you tell a story about your brother if it's not too personal? I don't mind telling. I'm not going to go crazy. I could talk about it for 20 15 minutes, but I'll just give you the TLDR because a lot of people were burning with curiosity. Basically, a couple of years ago, he started with a drug habit that slowly developed from soft stuff like weed, cannabis, and then evolved into a lot harder stuff like, I think heroin is the most recent culprit, and basically he's effectively dead. He's technically alive and somewhere, only his mother knows where he is, no one else speaks to him, no one else sees him, because whenever he tries to contact us, it's just to try and get money out of us, so we don't really know what's going on with him. We still have hope, but he is beyond help. You can't help someone who will not help themselves. That is always true, and he doesn't care at the moment, so there we go. Which is why I was happy that my last memory of him, the last time I saw him in person, was before this all happened, so I've not seen him since, so all I know is stories that my dad's told me, my other brothers that have told me that they've seen him, and yeah, that's the case, honestly. A very, very quick version. Obviously, a lot of stuff's happened. I'm not going to go into details. That's just pointless. It won't really mean anything to you because it's just my family stuff, but that's the short version of it, yes, indeed. I realise I seem a little bit too, like, yay about that, but honestly, it's been years now. Initially, it was sad, but at some point, you got to be like, there's nothing I or anyone can do. He has chosen that path, he must walk it, no matter where it leads. If he asks for help, then he will get it, but until that point, he is effectively a lost cause, which is, of course, upsetting, but I've effectively... It's like getting over someone who's died, but they haven't actually died. It's not as bad, obviously, because there still is that hope, but that's the kind of acceptance that most of us has come to. So, there you go. Is holognostic or fully atheist? I think he is atheist, but he does have a little bit of hope. But he's not fully agnostic, which is, I am inclined to believe there isn't, but I hope there is, whereas atheist is just, I know there isn't. So I think he's probably, if 0 was agnostic and 10 was atheist, I think Holly's around a 6-7, so there you go. Alright, next up, we have, that's the next question. Alright, hey Rage, here are some questions about anime. Did you watch SAO? Yes, I did. First season, great. Second season, a worse version of the first season. 2, which animes are you watching right now? One Piece, the new Fairy Tail, Hunter x Hunter, Naruto, Log Horizon. Yeah, they're the 5 that are ongoing that I keep watching, although Log Horizon, I think, recently got to episode 25 and finished. And then, what's my favourite anime? That keeps changing. It's like asking someone their favourite song. You can't really give a definitive answer. I would have to say at the moment Hunter x Hunter, because both the story and the animation is flawless. But I've always had a soft spot for Fairy Tail, so that's probably tied. Not an anime question, but please do a German accent. You want to hear my German accent? Lots of people tell me it's not a very good German accent, but I quite like it, you know? If I got to be an evil German villain, if I was going to be kill them all! I think it sounds such a little bit cartoony German, you know? If you exaggerated German villain accent, I don't think it's that terrible. I went a little bit Russian towards the end there, which is a much better accent I can do. General Russian foreign is quite good, as well as my Scottish. I think I can do a quite good Scottish accent, because I can really make it look like I'm from Edinburgh. But no, my German accent is not as good. I've lost it. I can do it for a little bit. But there you go. Next up, if when you died you could be reincarnated as a plant or an animal, what would you be? A human, again. Strangely. Best. God. And finally, would you ever become a vegetarian, and why or why not? No. Okay? This is probably going to offend a lot of you. Okay? And before I say it, I do not blame you. Your life is yours to choose what you do. It doesn't affect me. I don't really care. Okay? Be a vegetarian all you want. That said, objectively speaking, being a vegetarian for any reason other than health issues, because you need to be. I don't mean you think it's healthier, because it's not, but because you need to be. So outside being medically unable to eat meat, being a vegetarian is retarded. It's like if a lion suddenly was vegetarian, you'd be like, that's retarded, because lions eat meat. They don't chew on grass, they eat gazelle. Similarly, humans are omnivorous. We eat both. We have teeth designed for leaf consumption and flesh consumption. So saying that you're going to be a vegetarian is like, no, I don't care about that half of my evolutionary status. I'm just going to eat leaves. Boggles my mind why you would choose. Oh, also, the other reason you can be a vegetarian that I'm like, oh, fair enough, is if you just don't like meat. If you don't like the taste of any meat, you don't really care for meat, fair enough, go for it. But if you are vegetarian for the reason of A, you think it's better for you, because it's not, or B, because you think it's cruel to animals to eat meat, then totally, what? Why? Animals... That's what the food chain is for. We're supposed to eat other animals. Yes, humans have industrialized it to the point where we're killing obscene amounts, but still, technically speaking, it's within our right to do as the dominant species on the planet. It's sad when an animal goes extinct, don't get me wrong. I'd love dodos to be alive. I think it's a disgrace when someone is cruel to an animal. Don't confuse this. Being cruel to another living thing, especially something that can show pain, is abhorrent for no reason. That's just literally cruel. It's just twisted. I don't understand why someone do that. Hunting elephants for their ivory just because it's cool material. That's awful. Hunting sharks for their fins, whaling. But no matter how many animals are killed for food, if it's literally for food, you're going to eat 80% of the animal, then that's fine. That's what happens. If there was 7 billion lions sentient running the planet, there'd be very few gazelle left. So it's exactly the same difference. I'm probably not explained it very well. I could talk about my views on vegetarianism a lot, but to TLDR, because this has probably been confusing, if you are a vegetarian because you just don't like meat, then fair enough. If you are a vegetarian because it's a medical requirement for you, then fair enough. Any other reason, I just don't understand. It's not cruel to eat meat that has specifically been designed for human consumption, but it is cruel to just generally be cruel to an animal, and I do think it's really, really sad when an animal goes extinct because it's a beautiful living creature that now we cannot experience anymore, so that is slightly upsetting. I will consent that point. We shouldn't eat something to extinction. A little bit of self-control goes a long way, but in terms of the actual act of humans raising, killing, and eating animals for food, that is just fine with me. I don't understand why you'd not want to be a part of that. We're designed to eat meat, we can eat meat, it's just evolutionary logical, okay? So there we go, everybody, that is my Don't Question It done for today. I think we've done pretty well, apart from all the pissed off vegetarians. But as I said, do whatever you want. I don't care at all. I don't think you're less of a person. I don't think you're bad. That's just my views on it, okay? So don't worry about it, alright? We don't need to have a hateful discussion in the comments or anything, honestly. But yes, guys, my name has been Rage. This has been Don't Question It. Remember to like if you enjoyed this. It really does help. And subscribe for more. Oh, goodbye, Jesse.